For the months of July and October, it's consulting time, and ID 104 Radio will be honoring public relations professionals. Public relations professionals have been around for quite a while, but let's talk a little bit about the history of public relations. So, some years ago, Rockefeller had some issues and he needed to repair his image. So, he hired someone named Ivy Lee, who later became known as Poison Ivy Lee, because he discovered he could shape facts to tell whatever he wanted to say, and people would believe him. Why? Because facts are malleable and can be interpreted. Now, fast forward to 1988, the Public Relations Society of America defined PR. And in their definition of PR, they said that public relations helps an organization and its publics adapt mutually to each other. Okay, so the technical definition of public relations is a management function which evaluates public attitudes and identifies the policies and procedures of an organization with the public interest, and executes a program of action and communication to earn public understanding and acceptance. I think the most important piece there is that public relations is a management function, right? And it incorporates public attitudes, but only for organizations that actually have a public interest. That's interesting also. And then we have publicity. And so publicity is the generation of news about a person. Generally, it's short term, and it's a subset of public relations. It's not always positive and often originates outside of the firm. Well, as we're honoring the public relations professionals who have been selected, we're going to talk a lot about the main functions of public relations. And so you're going to learn about writing and editing, media relations, special events, research, community and consumer relations, and government relations and lobbying. So stay tuned as we honor some of your public relations professionals. Hey guys, we are back for another Thursday with a public relations professional. Remember, publicist, not PR. All righty, so this evening, I want to introduce and present to you Summer. Now, Summer is a public relations professional from Houston, Texas, and she specializes in music and lifestyle public relations. And what we're going to do, we're going to get Summer to introduce herself, and then we're going to get her to kind of talk to us a little bit about what lifestyle means in public relations. Welcome, Summer.
Hi, Lily. How are you?
I am amazing. And you look so beautiful. You are giving me her vibes right now. All kinds of her. And shout out to Layla Hathaway. You giving me those vibes as well.
Really?
Yes. And that is a major compliment because Layla is near and dear to my heart. And
I love Layla and I love her. So
yes. But Summer, tell us a little bit about your background, and then we're gonna dive right in.
Okay. Well, my name is Summer, as Lily said. I am the owner and CEO of Nouvelle Public Relations. The meaning behind that name is, some people might not know what it means. It's actually French for new PR. So think new PR. And it's actually inspired by my Louisiana Creole roots, France and everything like that. So I kind of wanted to incorporate that into my firm. Okay. From Spring, Houston, in that area, Texas. I am a music and lifestyle publicist, as Lily said. That's the correct term.
Yes,
no shade.
And Summer, let's dive into that. Now, we know what music is, but when you talk about lifestyle, what does that encompass?
Lifestyle is living, right now, I have a client who's in the lifestyle industry. She's an author, So it's something like that, you know, being an author or like being an entrepreneur, basically.
Okay. So one can say that, and guys, once again, we want to make sure that you understand what the publicists are doing, but also so that you will know what publicists to go to. So we're honoring these amazing public relations professionals. Now, Summer, it sounds like when we talk about lifestyle PR, like you said, we're talking about living. So it can be anything, and you focus on the specifics relative to what they're doing. And pulling that out. Okay, let's go. So, guys, you heard that. If you have, once again, if you have a concept, if you have an idea that has come to fruition and you're at a standstill, you might want to talk to Miss Summer. All right, so now let's talk a little bit more about, you know, what makes your business unique and what the typical day looks like with you.
Well, typical day, it's never the same, and you know, it could range from a lot of things. You never know what could happen. Like, you could be dealing with a client or a situation with the media, or responding to emails all day and all night. Let me tell you, publicists work nights too. Or just answering phone calls or texts, or just going to this event, that event, or just planning this. It's a lot that goes into being a publicist in the public relations industry.
And so, Summer, I know you have an event coming up with a client. Now, what does that look like? What does event planning, event curation look like on the side of a publicist? Because, you know, we think about event designers, you know, we think about promoters, but what does event curation look like for a publicist?
Well, it's definitely a lot of work. A lot of communication needs to go into it, a lot of organization. And sometimes miscommunications could happen too. So you got to be like on top of your game and, you know, thinking quick on your feet when something happens that's unexpected. Like, I've had this happen many times, and you know, where something just doesn't go right and you have to be like, okay, how can I turn this around and make this negative a positive?
Understood. Now, what would you say was your first objective when you created Nouvelle PR Firm?
Well, I just wanted to bring, you know, the people of color to the forefront, you know. Okay. We need it more than ever, and we need to build community, and we need to support each other. And I just have a passion for, you know, helping others get their selves heard and their story and what they've been through and everything like that.
And I noticed that, you know, you work with several music artists, entrepreneurs, and influencers, yet you still find time to serve as an ambassador for a Haitian-led organization that I know is near and dear to your heart. And shout out to you guys for providing resources to, you know, rural areas in Haiti. But you also serve as a member of the Houston Area Urban League Young Professionals Committee. What does that mean to you? Why is this philanthropy and community service so important to you?
Well, I just always been about helping people since I was a little girl, and you know, it's just something that just comes natural to me, and I don't feel like complete and in this world, or like if it's not in my if I'm not doing anything to help serve the community, whether that's my own community in Houston or the community in Haitian, which, by the way, Louisiana, New Orleans, and Haiti have historical ties together. Just wanted to point that out. Shout out to Capricare.
Yes, amazing, guys. It's consulting time, and that's what it's about, guys. You come here to get your joy, get your jewels, and get your justice on. And that's what Miss Summer is doing. She gives us joy with her beautiful smile. She's always dropping jewels through her display of public relations. But then again, justice. She's out here, she's working and executing her own program of action in the community while still being able to generate publicity for her clients. And guys, that's something that's major. Summer, works to image build, generate leads, and she's credible. So you definitely want to tap in.
Yes.
Now, Summer, what is your favorite aspect of being a public relations professional?
The relationships I've built, whether that's with other publicists or people in the media, or just with clients or people that I work with for my clients. That's the best part to me. I love building long-lasting relationships, whether that's a professional aspect or personal.
And you said media. Let's dive into that a little bit. What would you say are some of the tensions, if you will, between public relations and the press?
Tensions. Definitely miscommunications, or something might not be thought of the way you put it out. Like, for example, in emails, somebody might take something the wrong way because they're not hearing your voice when you say it. So it's all about like clearing that up. That can cause tension. Or another fun fact is, reaching out to media with something that doesn't have anything to do with what they write about or anything like that.
I see. I think that, when we think about public relations and we think about press, when we look at it on the grand scheme of things, when we look at it from our governmental affiliates and things of that nature, we see it like this. You know what I'm saying? We see it. But I think that when we look at it from our independent public relations professionals who don't have ties to an entity that really does dictate what you put out and what you don't.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of times, like you said, that miscommunication, and I think sometimes it's just misunderstanding, because a lot of times we're not understanding what the public relations professional really has to do, and vice versa. So I think that conscious conversations like this and just saying a thank you to you guys goes a long way. And so for that, I'm grateful, and I know you guys are as well. So Summer, tell us a little bit about what we can look forward to from Nouvelle PR firm and your clients.
Well, you can look forward to a lot. There's a lot that I can't say right now that's coming. And with the client right now, you can look forward to her annual Indie Artist Power Conference coming.
Yes, shout out to Toya.
Yes, love the Toya. She's honestly an amazing person. And you can look forward to DreamCon 2023 by RDC World.
Yes, amazing. So guys, definitely LaToya Cooper's conference is always amazing. And guess what? You can virtually check in, and definitely DreamCon. And DreamCon is something that we definitely have to come back and talk about a little bit more, because people aren't really getting into the fact that gaming and music are so intertwined, and everybody wants to be on the stage. But guys, you might want to talk to Miss Summer, because getting your music on these games, everybody is playing games. Gaming is it. So let's definitely expand our horizons and expand our capacity, and definitely link with the public relations professional. So Summer, let everybody know how they can get in contact with you and work with you if need be.
Well, you can contact me on Instagram at Nouvelle, NOUVELLE PR. Or you can email me at nouvelleprfirm@gmail.com. Our website is currently being revamped, so that will be out soon.
Guys, Nouvelle, that's Nouvelle PR firm. Don't you forget it. Guys, it's been real with Miss Summer. She is amazing. Summer, we honor you for all that you do. We honor you as a public relations professional, but more importantly, we honor you for being a woman of color and just for standing firm, standing strong, serving your community as well as the public. And so for that, we are grateful. Guys, this concludes the July segment of Honoring Public Relations Professionals. Don't forget, we will be back every Thursday in October honoring public relations professionals, just like this beautiful young lady, Summer. But we're always here on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for an amazing time. Joy, jewels, and justice brought to you by some of the greatest creatives, innovators, and leaders from around the globe. It's your girl, Lily Mae, and we are out.